I do not be miscounting anything. I wait for the live to show up, and then it happens. Everybody, welcome to the Gentlemen's Club. It is me and Unc, and we got a special guest today. So we're doing it big, trying to do it even bigger. You'll find out later. Everybody, y'all gotta say what's up. I had to turn this up too, especially when I put this man up front. We got so much to show you today, including this. First things first, let's introduce Uncle Couture. He in the building. Of course, we got myself, the hustle god. I'm sitting over here looking like half of Jesus my damn self, so I can't say shit. Then also, wonderful guest right now.
What's up?
Y'all know him. Big Eli in the planet. Right, y'all. Over here sipping on his drink.
I feel like I'm already on cook too.
I'm sitting over here. I got babysit.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I got a small cooking.
I already know. I'm trying to get right with the Lord today. What's good, Sapo? Big Sapo in the building. What's good,
Dad?
What's up, Pops? Y'all just seeing my big head. Sorry. There he is. See, we got it better. I'm moving kind of slow today. You know, internet been acting crazy the last few days. They've been doing a big network test to make sure that everybody's internet is like running correctly, which I don't know why. Y'all fucking with my shit. I gotta get my thing right. What's going on, Static? Good to see you, man. Oh, 4. I keep them. See, that's why I try to keep them in the right spot and try not to go up and down. But it also get me just right. Because then that way I've already messed up. I can't mess up no more. Man, send us some stars. It's a big night. We're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk about some serious things. We're gonna talk about some fun things. We're gonna make you think. We're gonna educate you. But we gotta give thanks where thanks is due. So we gotta do our sponsors. Of course, the ticker is ticking right now. So if you want to join the show, you can join the show. We're gonna talk about. Oh, yes, sir. Got you. I gotta. You talking about for this right now?
Yeah.
Right now.
He wants to watch the show.
Oh, okay.
So if you like the show, he's gonna put it on his platform.
Everybody, go to Kane Whitaker on Facebook. Okay. Send I'll send you the link for the event. Sorry, we got some real good stuff going on. So what we're trying to do is have some of our really special friends. We have celebrity friends that want to start helping us push the show, since we're going to try and be on Vice and do all this great stuff. So, you know, I'm just going to say the ultimate gentleman himself. Only thing I'm going to say is the big. See, they trying to cut me out. See, they tried it. They showed it. They try it every time. I don't know why. So we were trying to give you just like real knowledge. So I want to make noise again for Eli, because we're here to talk about something very special for this gentleman too.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back on here, bro.
He's always welcome on here. Yeah. I'll welcome him anytime. I love having this dude on, because he always has something really good to talk about. He's a, he's a good mental gentleman. He's such a great person. Along with the great people that is online right now. I'm trying to get this. Okay. So I'm on live, so I'll share it with you, and then we'll send it to you in Messenger. I found it. I'm just copying the link. Well, I was about to give it to you right now. See, look at man, it really is. That's all you really have to do is just go to my page. If you haven't, copy the link. Yes. You right here. You in the club. So we are sponsored by Leftwoods. Make sure it's called the Time of Yellow now, but go check out my peoples. They are still my peoples. I got more of my peoples on here, of course. The Medicine Wheel, a massage and wellness center located in the downtown tower. Go talk to Susan, 806-676-7075. God damn. Every week, bro. It's a struggle. And it's like the more my mouth gets, back to normal, the more of a struggle it becomes. And I don't understand that. That's kind of crazy, because like when I first had the stroke, I could say that. Forwards, backwards, everything. But now it's just like, Oh my God, it's horrible. And I'm still gonna send it to you. I just sent it to you. So I got it. Okay, cool. Also by Vision Fusion Media. My brother Carlos Moore. Check him out on Facebook. You can also catch him on IG. Just go to Vision Fusion Media, and he'll hook you up with best videography, best photography you could ever imagine, and he gives you a good price. Good price. And he got like little mini studios, so he got everything going. Sponsored by Lit Arcade Bar on the corner of 7th and Pope. Retro games, pool, best draft beer in town. So y'all need to go check it out. Our favorite sponsor, this right here. This is for
Johnny Glasses.
Johnny Glasses. We got the Johnny Walker glasses. Ain't none of y'all Negroes got none of this. Nothing like this now here. That's not sitting in your special spot. She look, I even put my pinky up on
it. This scotch be hitting.
Yeah, really.
The scotch is so sneaky though.
It is
where grab you, scotch will sneak up on you.
It trick you. It trick you into liking it.
Until you stand up.
Yeah.
And then she hit you.
Trust me, my silly self trying to drink and walk is not. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and walk if you had a stroke and try to take this.
You ain't supposed to be drinking.
Bro, this is the only drink I have all week.
So I'm contributing to you drinking.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what you say.
No, I'm not.
This is the only time you drink.
Not what I'm saying.
We're gonna start drinking juice on the gentleman's floor.
I think not. Cash out. The Gentleman's Club 365. If you want to give some money to the building fund while we having, this great relationship on a Wednesday night in your home. You allow us in your home or in your car or at work with you. Yeah. Damn, I'm off of it. It's Thursday.
That's Johnny already. Don't believe it.
Okay. Yeah, Johnny did me. Before we get into Johnny, let's talk about positive things like the quote of the day. Quote of the day: do what you can with what you have where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. Now, you haven't been to one of these yet. You've been at the you've been at the strip club. This is Gentleman's Club, so this is where we talk about serious issues. We divulge to each other, what we would like to see change in our community. So, in your thought process, Eli, what does that mean to you?
Do what you can with what you have where you are.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like that's just kind of like regular life. To do what I can with what I have.
Right.
And especially doing music and everything with what I do. I can only do so much. So all you gotta do is what you can.
When you can do it.
Right.
If you're capable of doing it. Oh, what does it say? What did it do?
To me, that means to give your all. It says do what you can with what you have. So all you can do is all you can do.
Right.
You got to put your best foot forward and do what you can while you can.
But see, a lot of people are afraid to put themselves out there, because a lot of times people are scared that their opinion won't matter, I guess, to a point. But I really don't feel like that should be a really legitimate thing. It's like you do what you can do with what you got. Like what we do with this show. We do this. Okay, so we got to have 47 episodes to be actually taken seriously by the network. Okay? 1. 2, we have to put on a production type tool. So that's what we try to do. So, I mean, it may not be the greatest thing in the world, but hey, you can see him clearly. You can see Eli clearly. You can see myself clearly. You can hear us clearly most of the time, but that's not our fault. That's mostly Facebook. And that's because we have music in the background that can't be identified. We try every time on the Gentleman's Club to identify that music and to, give them their props, because without their music, it wouldn't feel like the Gentleman's Club. Because when I went and hung out with my dad and my uncles or my older peers that
It was always something smooth.
it was always something playing in the background. They were playing some dominoes or some cards, but it was a way for them to fellowship with each other and really honestly get to the core of maybe some of the issues that's going on in their community. Not only that, but also come together as family. You know, like we are family. Like I support Eli, I support Jordan. We will always support each other as long as we do what we can with what we got and how we can do it. That's how our parents did. That's how everybody should do it. Now, the real nigga quote of the day. Started off poor with plans to earn more. Now we own stores and the baddest for us, Meek Miller. Now, I'm gonna get everybody's opinion. Yeah. Okay. As an MC, Eli.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that quote? Why do I only just see you? Like you're only like right here.
It's all right.
No, you good.
It's
Well, I'm not saying it as that. Okay, so when we say the real nigga quote of the day, it's not really necessarily who the rapper is or the precedence or anything like that. It's just what the message he's conveying in that moment. So in this moment, especially where you can relate, we'll start off poor with plans to earn more because Mr. Super Show over here, Mr. I need to go out of town because I got a show. I mean, boy doing big things, and I ain't even mad at him. You know, he making moves. Along with this lady, along with Big George. What's going on, International King? What's good, my brother? Good to see you, brother.
I'm already staying for the bang from that can area.
Bro, welcome to the Gentleman's Club. You about to get my right. What about you?
True life or no life.
Yeah, there you go.
Me,
Yes.
it's just a story of coming from the bottom to the top.
Yeah,
You started off poor, but you had to have a plan.
Yes.
Work your plan until you don't have to work no more.
Owning stores. Stores. Notice what that means, though. He became a businessman.
You went from a consumer to a producer.
You went
That's
from
what
a
you changed
consumer to a creator. I feel. You know, like you are, when you go from becoming the distributor rather than the distributor, that's different. Because then that's your money. Because everything that comes in is your money. Nothing has to be, oh, well, I do have to pay the producer. I do have to pay my artist. I do have to pay my A&R. I do have to pay my designer. But the idea is the final word is me. I'm the one that's signing these checks. So when you get to that point from where you have been, yes, sir, smoking one ourselves, sir, sitting over here with that fine sticky with you. But when you start off forward, like you're hungry all the time. You have this desire to do more, but you ain't getting there because whether it be a crab in the bucket mentality of the people that are around you or the actual mentality of regardless of anything, I'm gonna make this happen. Like
That's kind of the attitude you got to have in business, though.
yes, sir. In the everyday life, I feel.
Yeah, everyday life, but especially in business.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's just business. It's nothing personal. It's just business. I can't get mad at you because you have a better opinion than mine. And if we're going to utilize that opinion or that idea into becoming something bigger, we all got to have a say-so in it. And we all got to come into an agreement with it. So in ways, you're starting a church. And, you know, you have to honestly see it from that point of view of everybody's getting something out of this. We're enriching each other's lives rather than trying to destroy each other. Because that's what a lot of people are. They'd rather destroy you, your credibility, your integrity, the person that you are, in order to get ahead. We learned that, what, two weeks ago?
I mean, that's just every day.
Yeah, but I taught the art of war last time. That's part of the art of war, man. You got to understand, you're going to take some losses. If you are a boss, you're going to take losses. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you as a boss. You are going to take some losses. You're going to take some lumps before you get to that pinnacle of where, no, I got this down to a science. You can't think that you know everything at all times because you don't. None of us do. And I mean, even geniuses get perplexed because why do you think they start going crazy? That's when a genius goes crazy, is when he can't figure out something. Like, you've tried and you tried and you tried, like, wait a minute, if I can do this on a genius level, why can't I do this very simple task? That's kind of fucked up. But we're going to get to other things. Church is not in session yet. Please feel free to give to the building fund, though. Okay? So make sure you can either go here or you can go here. You can go here or you can go here. Here or here. So, RSVP 806 Freak Fest. Summer is coming. 2023. It's something so fire. It's going to be beautiful. Watch. When you see what is about to occur, you're going to smile because you're going to be like, man, they put this together. They made this work. Because
we shift in a whole different dynamic.
But you got to register first. If we know how many people are going to be there, we can cater to our crowd. Because I would hate for like 100 people to show up and we only really got like 30 that we actually planned for.
Right.
And
somebody gonna be hungry.
Yeah, somebody gonna be hungry and mad. Like, wait. What happened to I heard y'all had, this whole nude thing of serving food while nude. I really enjoy that. Like what we.
It ain't nude.
I think okay. She's gonna have a little
strip clubs for years.
Look, bro.
How many strip clubs you have some wings in? Exactly.
Every strip club I've literally had wings in. Shout out, matter of fact, shout out to my boy Mike. Hook your ass up at the house. Name, okay, top 5 wings at a strip club that you've had. Because I've had, number 1 is Ahmad. Ahmad always put it down.
I had a chicken plate in, I think it was Temptations in Dallas.
Really?
No, I want to say it was Temptations. It might have been something else. It was out in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
it might have been Temptations. That motherfucker was hard.
Was it out there by Mansfield?
I think so.
Okay, that was TNA. I think Temptations was down the street. Because I know TNA.
I remember it was shit out there. Right?
It's just the highway.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I can fuck with that.
I mean, you go up a couple of miles, there's Motel 6 and shit. Then civilization starts again. But you out in the middle of nowhere. TNA in Mansfield. Well, actually, Fort Worth. It's like right out the edge of Fort Worth, almost to Mansfield. So it's like about 20 miles outside.
Cajun pasta I had at Dollhouse was hard.
Yes. Cajun pasta, the chicken, my specialty, which I loved. This chicken, I forgot what it was called.
The ribeye was hard too.
The ribeye was delicious.
That ribeye was real
hard.
I was like, damn.
Now that's used to be Tuesday nights.
Yeah,
Steak and a show.
I didn't have the nights down. I just know what night I get hungry, I'm going to this bitch get some meat.
Right. And it's always good.
Man, y'all niggas smoking?
Yes.
It just came back to me so fast.
Bro, I've been sitting over here holding. We've been talking.
They're trying to get me out.
I ain't trying to get it. Tonight, this is our special. This is what's getting them. That right here. This right here. This stuff right here. This look. Sure. Johnny Walker Black. Blacker than your soul. When you know you gotta go to work on Sunday.
Oh shit.
I'm spelled Johnny Walker wrong, but that's okay. I really did. I wouldn't try to spell it. I always spell it like my Uncle Johnny. I never spell it like, well, that sounds like my Uncle Johnny with an IE, but my Uncle Johnny. I think my Uncle Johnny does have an IE. I'm not sure. Johnny Walker Black label is one of life's true icons, a masterful blend of single malt and grain whiskeys from across Scotland, aged for at least 12 years, with the result of a timeless and classic with depth, thorough, extra T. I should have put a big TH. I know it's missing some letters, but they only give you 200 characters, and I can only get so much in there, and sometimes it just don't happen.
Take the label out.
You gotta take, I gotta take this out. I gotta take the other things out. where they skip the words, you know, like they put the dot, dot, dot. Like, look at that space between that and the period. Now, technically, you know I got some English teachers out there. Technically, yeah, it would be in the proper English, in the proper way to type it to your like professor. But that double space takes away a lot of space. Like that A is double space. That's a double space. If I put it a little closer, yeah, it's gonna look like a space for sure.
We are smoking and drinking giant. Don't nobody care about proper English.
But that's all we're gonna talk about with Johnny. We're gonna get to the subjects today. Let's dive in. We're gonna talk about this first, Sarah. Johnny Walker Black, like I said, is that iconic stuff. Don't forget the bar fights are this Friday. It's part of the summer tour. I put it at the summer tour because I did not find out where the bar fights are this Friday. They're going on every Friday through the summer. So shout out to Daniel King, who's on here very previously. We had a very, very, very good show with that young man. Talking about racism in bars. Let's talk about, this is the bad part. We got to talk about something bad first. So I want to get it out the way because we're going to give you a whole bunch of positivity. But this is really what we're talking about because it's going on in our community. We really need to touch on certain subjects. So this right here, which I moved like earlier. I moved late. I don't know why I put it way down there. Sorry. Y'all know I fuck up every week. Every week I fuck up at least once. You got a mosquito in my house? What the fuck? The hanging in Hines Park, was it suicide or was it a murder? And I spelled suicide wrong. I really did. I'm missing an eye. I caught that myself.
You're missing your glasses, what that was?
No, I'm missing an eye. I'm not missing an eye, but I'm missing an eye. Look, C-U-C. No. See.
They can spell it out.
You know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. How do you feel about it? Like, this is, and I'm being serious, and I'm not trying to crack jokes about it or nothing like that. Person lost her life, and she's part of our community, and that means something. So, but what I'm saying is it a murder or was it a suicide? I'm sorry. To me, I feel like somebody killed that child. And my apologies to the family if anybody's watching. From our family, I do apologize. And you got my sincerest apologies about what happened with your child. But if that is happening in our community, there's two things that we really need to take care of right now. One, there needs to be an outlet for these children to talk about their problems and about what's bothering them and what they're being bullied about and who they're going to go with to the prom. Because a lot of you parents that think that you are being parents are not being parents. On the other side of things, if somebody is killing our children, which it seems to be happening almost every other day, you get an alert for somebody's child is missing. Especially on the weekends.
Amber Alerts.
Every week, man. What are we needing to do? And this is the 42nd cold case in Amarillo since the Dorothy. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Since Dorothy. There were two young men, Damian Kilgore and his little brother, that died in that marsh that we are now calling Martin Luther King Jr. Park. If there are things happening in our city that we cannot control, then we need to figure out a way that we can control it. Because I don't want to see another. Because then you got black people and Mexican people scared. Not fearful, scared. Because you're talking about hanging. The bad part about it is it has a negative connotation. I'm sorry. In general, this has a negative connotation for everything involved. We can only be the parents that we're allowed to be, and we can only help our children as far as we can help them, as long as we need a community center. We need something for these kids that's going to work. that's not going to have them fearful to talk to their parents and let them know that they're having a problem. I was one of those kids. You know, I am a very easiest way for me to put it is I'm a very, very stubborn person. I will not die. Stroke wasn't going to take me out because I believe in some things that need to change. And I'm trying to make a change. I'm making positive changes. How you see me at the end of the day really doesn't bother me, but it does bother me. It bothers me that some people see me as just another black person out there, which I do enjoy, but also you do not see the potential of that person because you see a past or a mistake that I made. That forces you to feel a different way. And then when you go out in public, you can't be close to the people that you want to be close to. And you do not understand why. That PTSD, and that's exactly what it is, forces a person's mind to change. Quit telling these people, walk it off. Quit telling these children, walk it off. You're 16 years old. What do you know about love? They know a lot more than you do because you're barely keeping your wife happy. So maybe they got a little bit more than you do, Pop. You got to keep a mindset that you want to help people for the right reasons.
See, I think we need, like you said, an outlet and somewhere for these people to get help.
Yes.
Like a lot of I agree with you to an extent because of how we were raised.
Right.
We were raised like that.
Yeah.
Walk it off or shake it off. What was the big one you heard especially as a young
boy?
If
you don't stop.
What you crying for?
Boy, what you crying for? You couldn't cry. You know, like you can't cry.
That wasn't allowed as a kid.
Right.
So it's like now society's changed.
Mm-hmm.
But we do need, like I said, if we're not going to talk about it, at least give it somewhere for the kids to have an outlet to talk about it.
Because now it's getting to the point that people are dying about it. You know what I mean? And rapidly. It's becoming an epidemic of things. Look at that boy in New Mexico shooting people. We got to really focus our mentality on things that are important, which are our children. I mean, the calamity that's happening around us shouldn't be happening around us because we used to have a community that cared about each other. Your neighbor used to care about what happened to you. Hey, I didn't see you this morning, going to work. Oh, I know, man, I've been feeling bad. You used to be able to do that. Hey, you got some sugar? Yeah, wow. I'm making a cake. Well, I'm cooking some dinner. Well, this is probably going to be our dinner. Well, guess what? We can have some food together. Bring
Put something together.
Yeah.
I'll put something together. We make a meal out of it.
We don't do that no more. Or at least IG tries to make it cool. Because you got to have this big, huge gathering and show off and all this extra stuff. You really don't need that. You just... No, yeah, it's got my damn contact. Oh, okay. Because my shit is... No, that damn contact folded. That's why I'm like... I'm sitting over here trying to talk. I got readers so I can see the small print. And there's people
talking. What the contacts doing?
Contacts doing what they supposed to be doing. Making an eyes so I can see you. And that.
So you gotta wear contacts with glasses?
Yeah. I gotta wear bifocals.
You need thicker contacts.
I need contact. Yeah, you're right. Contacts. I don't care.
1-800-CONTACTS. Hook your boy up.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get stars, man. You better help your daddy out, man. Why don't you help your daddy know how to do stars?
I don't know how to get started either.
Oh, I'll tell you that. I'm sorry. And it was declared a suicide. And it starts at home. Thank you, Devlin. I need a break. Oh, shit. See, this contact is not on my eye because I can see everything close.
As a somewhat young person,
right?
Like you said, it does start at home. And then also, it's sad to see that the value of life isn't what it used to be. Like the suicide rate in this area is ridiculous. Because, and I understand it because I guess I would say I'm a mentally strong person. I've had to endure a lot growing up, so I guess I'm mentally stronger than a lot of people. But at the same time, this is not a new occurrence. Like I graduated 15 years ago. Yeah. I have at least, I can count 2 to 3 classmates that have died from suicide. So
in the last 3 years.
And it's like, these were the people that were the most lively. Mm-hmm. Like, they were the life of the party. They always had a smile on. Like, you really never know what a person's going through when they're not around. Like, you would think these are the happiest people that you know, and they got the biggest demons. So my heart goes out to the family with my thoughts and prayers. And, you know, we got to fix this.
You see, it's hard for me to talk about it because I've been through it. You know, 16 years old, I literally, you know, one of my best friends killed himself. You know, I hung out with this person every day, played basketball. That affected me. Death affects people. They just may not realize it right now, but it affects people. Not only affects you,
everybody differently too.
It's the butterfly effect, man. Seriously.
Right.
One butterfly gets crushed in our community. It affects that whole community. That whole ecosystem changes because of that one death.
And then, like you said, it might not affect you at this time, but it's going to
affect you.
Like, I lost my mother from childbirth.
Yeah.
And growing up, like, I knew that fact, but it never really affected me. Until I want to say, till I was about 21. I went to her gravesite.
Damn. Boom.
And it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Man,
like,
my best friend, he passed away in 2008. His name was Jason Brashear. Died in alcohol. Diabetes got out of control, man. He wouldn't take care of his shit. And it kind of pissed me off. Kind of pissed me off. I kind of buried that shit for a very long time. Because I was around that man every day. You know, like, he had an amputated leg. I made sure that he was okay. I got into a couple of fights, but I got to himself, so it didn't really matter. I protected him like he was my brother, and that was what it was. When he passed away, I really couldn't deal with death again because I had a lot of shit that done. My grandmother, my grandfather on my mother's side, my grandmother on my father's side, both of them were key to, like, this. Like, the person I am humble and the person I am as full on. When they both died within a month of each other, that
it hurt.
And I'm 16 and I'm seeing the whole world through different eyes because these people are caring and they're loving me and they're teaching me how to grow up, you know, get a job, take care of your mother, you know, those things. It crushes you, and then you got to go out there in the real world and go deal with people that are racist, that are placist, and that is a word. Placist means that, well, they used to call it a class system, where people think that they're so much above you. You still get on the same train that I'm going to, yeah, but I'm going to a $50,000 a year job. You're going to a $12,000 a year job. I'm saving money. My wife's got my business. What are you trying to do with it? Are you just trying to coast by, or are you trying to do something? So those affected me because I felt like now that I'm the age that I am now, if those people had still been alive, maybe my life would be different. That's that butterfly effect that expanded beyond years. So we're going to get into that too later on. But we're going to get into this right here.
Are they dumping outside, or is that fireworks?
That's fireworks. That's sad. See, you don't know if they dump it outside or if it's the 4th of July. You know, it's like consistent.
Right.
Yeah, it's consistent. Okay, I haven't told anybody what's up. We haven't checked our Facebook. We got on some serious shit because it's like, man, it's just got to stop, though.
Yeah.
You know, we got so many educated Black people, white people, Mexican people, Puerto Rican people, Armenian people, Black Dutch people. We should be doing more.
We got chocolate Dutches.
We got chocolate Dutches. I love them chocolate Dutches. They're just very smart people. They have a very unique way of looking at things. You know, like, you just have to take the time to listen to somebody's story. Take the time, just one time. And if you can adjust to it and adapt to what's going on, ironically, we got R. Kelly playing in the background, so I'm not really like
that nigga's DJing.
This one. This one. See, but be aware.
You go from old school to R. Kelly.
Man, this is just a playlist, bro. I just went to, it's on a playlist. I was trying to do something. This is just, it was really good music, and then it just went to this.
Yeah, you trying to went from old kicking it to getting freaky.
Hey, to a point.
Too many dudes in here for that song.
You're very good. So we're gonna go back to this, some positiveness.
Yeah, you missed old school.
Christopher's fight against cancer benefit July 1st. Y'all need to be there. It's at the Zombies. We got the ringleader right here.
Yeah, I just posted that on my story.
Yeah. The Holster from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Man, vendors, there's still spots available until the day of it. Pretty sure. If you can find a spot, come on out there, sell your wares. Know that the proceeds are going to Christopher and his family. We're talking about pediatric. Now, this is something crazy, man. Pediatric. Say the word for me. Because I don't say it right. I can't say it right. Leukemia. Okay, there we go. I found it. Pediatric leukemia. So this is a thing, man. 1 in 3 kids get pediatric leukemia a year. Out of those 3, only 1 of them survives. That's how serious it is, and then how frequent it is. It's when a premature baby, that the little cute little thing that you can hold in your hand is only about 1.5 pounds or less. There's not enough blood circulating through their body. Okay, and they're not building enough T cells to fight off, you, basically. They can be like around their mom and all that shit, but they really can't be out in the sun. That type of shit. My kids were like that. My twins were like that. They were like 115 ounces, and the other one was 2 pounds, 1 ounce. So about 6 years later, they did have a little bit problem with asthma, but other than that, man, most cutest little chubby little cheeks just want they play baseball. Sissy was in the hospital a lot, but man, she made it through.
He's been fighting since he's been born.
Right.
He had a lot of surgeries.
Yeah.
He had a whole lot of different things go wrong with him. He ended up getting diagnosed with leukemia. But he's just strong. He just stay fighting. You know what I mean? And we're just trying to raise the money for him and everything to help with all of his treatments and stuff. And so, we got that event going on. That's the one July 1st, and I'm selling some raffles too. So if anybody wants to get some raffles, I'm selling. We got $20 raffles for a $150 tattoo, $10 for $100 piercings. We got bottle of vodka, Bomb City vodka, 2 t-shirts, 2 hats. I raffle for $10. And we got a $50 gift certificate from Music Box. I do raffle for $5. Just hit me up. We got different ones. We're just trying to get all the money that we can for him to get him back home. My sister's been out there for, she's here in Houston, just her and him for a month and a half already. She's gonna have to stay out there a little bit longer. So we're just trying to do all that we can for him, and I'm happy that I'm able to be able to use what I do, what I love to do, to try to help him out.
Word. We're gonna need. We get out there.
It's gonna be a good event.
I mean, it's gonna be a special event. Who's all gonna be there?
Now we got like 16 different performers. It's gonna be DJ Falma Jay. He's gonna be DJing it for us.
That's my boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be poetry, like performing, and Edo sit down performing, and performing arcade, trap. We're gonna have Angel Ray with Ghost Productions, Jeffrey Brade. We're gonna have Sydney. We just got a lot of people out there. It's gonna be an all-day event. Got some vendors out there, different rooms.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be out there all day having a good time.
I'm full up, people.
All right,
It's like, okay. This contact don't fuck with me. So don't think I'm drunk or nothing. It's just like I'm
drunk.
I'm not. I got contact that rolling up my damn eye right now. Like it's up my eye. Man, don't forget it's gonna be at Zombies Grill. 12 a.m. is when it ends. It's gonna be an all-day event, man. Like you said, it's gonna be vendors. They got some fire ass man. They got some fire ass food, period, bro. But
I forgot to put them on the list.
don't forget the donations. Yeah. Do not forget donations. Like you said, there's gonna be raffles. There's gonna be all that, man. You can just give money just because you want to give money. Right. So make sure you do that. Show up and show out church. If you want to give the donations to Christopher's Fund, this is how you do it. All right, donation for Christopher. I can't talk now. I've been talking too fast.
Contact to Polygrip.
Man, I'll go and come out. It is a weird experience. I'm gonna tell you that either way. Okay, donations for Christopher Cash App is at Cash Eli 80667. Yeah. Make sure you just send it there if you want to send a cash donation, or you can do it at the show, or you can do. It's called this number. If you want to be a vendor, if you want to give a bigger donation, that would be the best way to get in hold of Eli. Also, there's Sapo Mendez. There's a Domina. There's. I'm trying to say it right back. I'm trying to say it right back.
Say what?
I'm trying to say her name right, but I can't. Never. Amanda. I get what you're saying, but. Oh God, this contact is fucking. Yeah, I only wear contact glasses. I know, right? It's fucked up because I'm not paying you $500 for no bifocals. Fuck y'all. Can't do it. Progressives, man, that shit is ridiculous now, and it's sad because it used to not be that damn high for progressive lenses. Pay $112, you got your nice pair that's gonna last you at least 8 years. Now we got these flimsy ass glasses that you put them in your pocket the wrong way, they're gonna break. Put them in your pocket. I fall asleep in weird places sometimes, sir.
For like 3 years.
I know, but I fall asleep in weird places.
Take them off.
I did take them off. That's why I put them in my pocket.
Oh shit! Put them on the table,
brother. I was in the streets at that time, so there was no table to put it on. Thank you. What?
Clip a t-shirt like the old niggas.
No. I don't do that.
Just like this.
And they still get stole unless you're gonna still go put your nose. I know I always slaughter it on stage and I don't mean to, but I have so much respect for it.
None of that shit without my
Eli, you're supposed to tell us how to say it right.
Adnama.
Say it again.
Adnama.
Adnama.
Yeah.
Adnama.
Adnama.
Adnama. Okay, so see, I got it right.
That ain't hard to say.
Yeah, but most of the time it's on the run when we're talking. It's like, how do I say it right? Well, it's Adnama. Yeah. No.
That nigga is Panda.
Adnama? Amanda Panda. That's Panda Band.
I don't know, it's a 10th grade.
You have all. I wish I had the all, but I don't have an all, but that's a long time. Yeah.
We getting old.
We getting old as fuck.
Damn, that's like 18 years.
Nominate us for your best personality radio show. Us. He's down there. I'm up here. Eli over there. But he got good shit. You know, and he always comes with vodka. And it's usually a badass show. So there's Eli. Right. So, you know, nominate us. Yeah. We just screenshot it. If you Snapchat, do it for a snap. Send it to people. Parched. I told you, man. See, that's why I don't smoke a whole damn blunt, because usually my throat gets dry.
We drank it. Now your throat get dry.
Because this shit right here is.
So we are literally drinking
this shit right here.
This shit. Johnny Walker Black. But man, just Snapchat this, throw it on the Facebook, follow the rules, and put Kane, Hustle God Kane, and Uncle Couture, the Gentleman's Club. Please and thank you. We appreciate your shit. We love you because we are your fans, and we try to tell you good shit. Yeah, Cottonmouth is a motherfucker. Cottonmouth is a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I was over at your house. Whoa. Cottonmouth was motherfucker because I need that whole. Yes, sir. Because like, bruh. Let me play it for you one time. Hold on, because this damn cord is trying to get stuck. Need it farther out. This shit. Why?
Get you a wireless mouse.
Yeah, I have a wireless mouse, but it's for my clothing line. Johnny Walker Black. I ain't did that in a long time. So
you got your arm back.
I got one arm back.
Oh,
I ain't got both. I don't have both of them back yet.
You don't need two hands.
For what I do? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, sir. But this right here, sir, would definitely. Shut up. I like to see the ass go my way. I like the wave. The wave is usually always makes
no
me
way when you jerking off.
Well, yeah, it kind of. If you, we ain't gonna talk about my dick tonight, man. All right,
there.
So somebody has honestly tried and petitioned for us to have a Six Flags or a Universal Studios here in Amarillo. So, what was your favorite summer theme park when you was growing up?
I mean, I think every kid in Amarillo was Wonderland, of course, or I don't know, maybe Six Flags. I don't know. We went to Six Flags when I was a kid. I like Six Flags.
You remember Hurricane Harbor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the Texas Giant still running?
I think so.
The big ass wooden roller coaster?
I think so.
I've only been to Six Flags, but I never went to University. And I didn't even ride nothing when I went to Six Flags when I went. So,
why not?
Man, I rode one roller coaster and that was it.
What?
Now I want to ride it because I ride everything now.
Well, I mean,
I was just scared at the time.
I think that's
I
just.
remember I rode the Titan the year they built it, the biggest roller coaster in Texas.
Right.
I was pissed off.
Everybody know the big, tall Texas Titan. They take your picture when you drop from the top.
We was in line for like an hour and a half, and the ride lasted 30 seconds. I was mad as hell.
Oh, that was the bad part.
We are in the Texas sun in July,
hot,
and this ride was 30 seconds.
We was hoping for this super burst of wind that's going to take your face off when you go down, so that they can photograph you for you. Yeah, they take a picture of you when you're coming down. Ah!
That's the one.
That would be the one. Yeah, you're looking dead right into the camera. Ah! Face crack. Can't do nothing. Six Flags over Texas was a fun place because you had the Batman ride, which was the Mr. Freeze. The Mr. Freeze was horrible.
They locked me in that bitch.
How did they lock you in Six Flags?
Well, they didn't lock me in it. They like shoved me in the seat to ride to Mr. Freeze.
Oh wow.
You know, I'm a big nigga now. I was a fat kid.
Oh.
Dude was like, your seatbelt won't close. I'm like, well, I'm thinking I gotta get off. This dude grabbed the back of the seat behind me and put his leg out and kicked that bitch till it closed. I'm sitting that bitch like stuck, like, bro, no. I can't breathe. Like, and then they like, all right, you in? It's locked. And took off. I'm like, Lord, if this thing come open,
that's not right.
I'm finna be paid if I leave.
That's not right. Yeah, that's right. You're gonna be paid, right?
They literally forced me in this seat.
That's crazy.
Made it work.
Well, then we got Pinky Land. What's good, girl? How you doing? Man, they are on the Facebook thing. See, you fucking up. No, I'm just kidding. Pinky Land, Brandon Randall, White Tamara. What? White Tamara, because it's backwards, and I just can't say all things backwards.
Tamara
White.
Hey, Tamara.
White Tamara. But see, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure it out.
Black. That's the funny part.
But this is the fucked up. I'm trying to figure it out. So is it because it's backwards? But it's also an acronym for something else. So I put white in front of Tamara, so that'd be like that's the correct term that she was trying to say. But I don't necessarily know that.
What?
Exactly. What is that? I think we should get a Six Flags or a Universal. I would like that. I don't think we were ready for a Disney. I went to Disney World. I went to Disneyland.
Went to Disney World?
Yeah, I had more fun at Disneyland than I did at Disney World. I'm 47.
The hell did you do at Disneyland?
At Disneyland, to my better good, I took a lot of pictures of girls' butts with a video
How old
camera.
were you then?
I was 14.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't tell me you just did this shit like 2 years ago. That's crazy.
Oh God, hell no.
Fuck out of here.
I mean, I have went through my phone, and I'm not a creepy person.
You got ass
That's
shots
dope.
on your phone?
I got a lot of stuff on my phone that should not be on my phone.
Don't go to Wonderland if you see this.
Nigga, I don't even go to Wonderland. That's the messed up part. All right. What about, have you ever been to the Great Mountain?
Great Mountain.
Yeah, it's kind of like
No mountains in West Texas.
No, it was a theme park. There was a thing called Great Mountain.
Where?
It was like in the middle of nowhere, like Nebraska.
Definitely not. I've never been to.
Well, then there's the Great Wolf Lodge now. I wonder about that.
I went to Universal Studios in Orlando. I went to Six Flags.
I went to Busch
Texas.
Gardens.
I went to Six Flags. What was it, Stone Mountain in
Yeah.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
That's pretty much all as far as my theme parks go.
The theme parks. That's a real theme park. That was about it. There's Great Mountain. There was a Great Mountain in, I do believe in Missouri, but then they became a Six Flags in St. Louis. So I don't know. They'd be buying up all the shit, so you don't never know what it's gonna be. It might be a Disney theme park. It might be something else. It might.
Only thing I don't know is if we have the tourism to sustain it.
You know, they said that we actually have the population for it.
I mean, it's 300,000 people here.
We have a good infrastructure. We just haven't spread the fuck out.
We do, but when was the last time you went to Wonderland?
2010.
Wonderland is different. Wonderland just ain't got really nothing going.
Well, they got kind of
Most of
a
this
water
stuff is
park in the
down.
middle of it, though.
I mean, I haven't been to Wonderland since 07, 08, my senior trip.
Now, I know in 2008, they added to it. So they added like a little, like a water themed area. And then they did the new pool for, you know, Thompson Park.
Yeah,
But-
I'm paying for that shit in my taxes.
You know, right?
My property taxes went up when it went up. Hey,
Uh,
y'all better use the fuck out this pool because
you damn right. And it's a nice pool.
my taxes went up 41%.
But I feel like you could give us more space, motherfucker. Like,
Y'all could have gave us more shade,
yeah, because it's right in the sun.
like in the
When
middle
it
of
come
the
up,
open spot.
yes. When it comes up, noon, you getting hit with some rays. Like, it's hot.
It's hot right there from like 10 in the morning to like 9 at night.
Yeah, because you're still,
There's no shade in that part.
but then you do a lot of metal, you know, like steel. So, I mean, like, that's
Hot.
It's hot. We can survive a little bit, but not like that, man. That's harsh.
I mean, when you think about all the surrounding cities, I think it could jump.
Yeah.
But my question is, how long is it going to take before it gets old?
So tell us your favorite theme park. Show's still going. We are almost to that hour slot. So, you know, we got to thank the people that keep us going. Got to thank your Left Woods, even though they turned into Atomic Yellow, which is a totally different venue, which is totally rad. Check them out. Also, my personal favorite, the Medicine Wheel Massage and Wellness Center in the tower, 1800-806-676-7075. With a messed up contact right now. And what? Devil is alive. Vision, Fusion, Media. Talk to Carlos. You can find him on Facebook. You can also find Vision, Fusion, Media Studios on IG. So, you know, hook him up. Also, Lit, my favorite arcade bar, everybody's favorite arcade bar. The Young Nino, El Nino. What? Yes. He took pictures in there. HWN Nino. He is a musician. I'm giving you your flowers now, boy.
You did what?
He's a musician. And 806. Man, he took some shots from there, but he was also taking on his phone. So he's like, yeah, he's no photo shoot, so he's doing a little photo shoot. Take pictures from him. And so I think we're getting to the people about lit, because I think it's about to be the nice little spot. Please don't go tear up shit. It's over there off of 7th and Pope. Retro games, pool, and the best trap beer in town.
I thought you was talking about Tommy Yellow.
No, I'm talking about lit.
I know where lit is.
Okay, but I was talking about lit. I wasn't talking about Tommy Yellow. I need to find out about Tommy Yellow.
Damn, yeah, Scotch, thank you.
I don't know. Johnny Walker, thank you to our next sponsor, because she is very, 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 very good to us. I feel like she is. Because this shit right here, get you right.
I'm like 3 cups in.
You 3 cups in, I'm trying to get some more. I had to talk about serious stuff, so now I can get kind of tipsy. Because this is nice. And it comes in a nice little, wonderful gift pack. You can get it at 27 Discount Street Local. Johnny Walker Black, providing the soundtrack to your life right now. Ascension by Maxwell. So if you ain't right, get right. Get you all the monies. We need all the love we need to give to the building fund, because we need internet. Like, my internet's been acting weird. Everybody's internet's been acting weird. This whole red test or whatever. Like, they say it is just a test of the network, but at the same time, be real with us. If somebody gonna try to use a EMF, pulse or whatever to take out of our internet and our ways to communicate, I don't think that's fine. So y'all be tripping. Johnny Walker Black, get you some. 27th Street Discount Local. So if you want to join Freak Fest Summer 2023, you got to register first. You got to RSVP that.
I sent you the promo pic.
Not yet.
I could have swore I did.
I feel like somebody took my job. That was my only job, bro.
Oh, shit.
It allowed me to be creative. I don't even get to do flyers no more, because we done got up with it. He wears some good ass cologne today. He looking healthy. He looks good.
Promotion.
He got a promotion. He doing good. I'm proud of my boy. He doing what he need to be doing.
Work.
It is hard work. It is hard work. Sir. Hard work being this goddamn. I mean, damn it. Got. G-O-T. It's hard. It's hard work.
It's hard to keep big shit flying.
Right. Big boy rich. That's what they call it sometimes. Don't forget, it is the Johnny Walker Black, which I need some more of, please.
I'm taking a Sprite break.
Oh, yeah, a Sprite break. Oh, that's right, because we drank 3 cups in. We take our time. We need to let it simmer.
You make me alcoholic. I don't even drink.
How you doing? You doing good, Eli?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I ain't trying to hear what you trying to say right now. But see, this is the bad part.
He made me alcoholic.
I did not make you an alcoholic. We only drink once a week. How are you alcoholic?
Like that till I got on the show.
We drink once a week. Everybody watches this. That's not making anybody an alcoholic. I only drink once a week. But I think we drink so much of a actual enjoyment. Like,
well, we
enjoy
hard liquor.
Hard liquor.
Sprite seltzers in this bitch. We had
I saw somebody with a Sprite seltzer and he's just like swole. Look like he fuck you up if you just said his name right.
White Claws and shit.
White Claw. Like,
and we in here drinking.
Bro,
Scotch,
do what you do. I'm not knocking the hustle.
We ain't had nothing under 40% yet.
For real. Like, you come in, you better be a drinker.
You better be ready. Get right with God.
Get right with God, because it's gonna happen. But hey, like I said, man, the fight for Christopher goes on this Saturday. Oh, he got the bottle. Being got black.
Talking about how much of this bottle is gone already.
Oh, I see now.
I told you,
You've been drinking.
I've been knocking them bitches back.
Damn, man. I'm just trying to get back to there.
Playing and shit.
No, You gotta understand.
Appreciate it.
Look how we used to drink. We drank, and you know I drank. If y'all ever get the opportunity to come to the El Casa Cane Manor, you will see that I literally have over 100 bottles on my counter, if not more. And that is from the experience with this young man.
I need the same damn.
Here. Because it's a good experience.
So you saying the bottle?
Yeah.
So each bottle from every episode?
Almost. I would like to, but somebody else takes off of it. Or I
I
forget.
be drinking shit.
Yeah, he be drinking. Like, damn, this was really good shit. I'm gonna save this. I do not blame him, especially the Mukau. And you see, shout out to Mr. Tigger Black, Tigger Merc. Thank you, sir. He in the Macau now. He got the vanilla.
I saw that.
He got the vanilla. So don't forget we can do the donations for Christopher at the Cash App. $ Eli 80667. Make sure do that. Or if you want to be a vendor, man, just call Eli straight up. Right there. Facebook it. Whatever. Snapchat. What's going on, everybody? Sorry, I didn't really get to everybody earlier. We've been doing our thing, you know, politicking. We talking about the ways of the world, as we always do. So we're in our first hour. We're gonna get into something different and genuine.
Oh shit.
We're gonna teach it today because this actually kind of works in to what I'm gonna teach you today. So Eli, the thing about the Gentlemen's Club is, man, we teach everybody something. We give you some game. We give you free game. I ain't give you the keys to the city yet. But I give you keys.
Oh, that's wait.
Yeah.
I just heard it. It caught me.
It's like perfect timing too. Why is there a game gap? And by game gap, I mean we used to have common sense. Kings used to be kings. Now you acting all sissified. Y'all gotta shoot guns. Y'all gotta use all this violence to prove a point. When did the game start getting fucked up? And why is a woman taking care of a nigga when a nigga will not take care of himself? I mean, I used to know plenty of gentlemen out there that literally always had a hustle. My dad always had a hustle, always had a legal hustle. Because he knew there was those days that, man, I ain't going to be able to bring home no groceries. I ain't going to be able to do this. I ain't going to be able to do that. My dad would wash cars and detail them. He turned that into a $25,000 business per year. Okay? Along with working at the railroad. My dad was one of the hardest working people I've ever seen. Along with my mom. My mom never missed a day unless she cut her foot. She cut her hand off. She had a cut of any kind. That was the only way you was going to get Gussie Lee off of working. She worked hard. So with those two people as my genetic traits, they had a lot of extra hustles that were game. I'm going to teach you how to make more money so that you can sustain your family, so that if anything happens, you got something to fall back on. It'll get you through it for a little while, but it's not going to sustain you. A real job is going to sustain you, promise you. You get the right one, it's going to take care of you. But I'm going to show you a way to make your own business and sustain yourself. So when did this game gap change? Where niggas start talking about niggas. We never hung out with snitches. When do we hang out with snitches? What was everybody knows the saying, and there is no age gap in that saying. Snitches get stitches. That's what they say. So you knew never to hang out with a snitch. So when did it become cool to be a snitch? And
Popularity took president.
Okay, so I'm blaming TikTok. I'm gonna blame TikTok on that.
No, that's before the TikTok generation.
I would say MySpace. The moment you gave gangsters a moment to show their guns and all their bullshit, and not get in trouble.
But them wasn't gangsters.
But
Real gangsters, them ain't gangsters.
right.
That honestly, I feel like that connotation right there is where the game gap started.
True.
When you started giving the title to people that didn't deserve the title.
Ah, he smelled when I was cooking.
There's a difference between a gangster and a hooligan.
There you go. And
A
a thug.
gangster was
Villains.
a gangster. A real gangster was a gentleman.
You know what?
A gangster had a decorum about himself.
Do you know why I call myself a villain? Okay. Picture it. I'm gonna do it like Sophia. Picture it. 2009. Your boy locked up, did some dumb shit. Here comes the major, do a shakedown. What a shakedown is when the top ranked officer comes and makes an inspection of the area that the men are living in. Comes in, he looks at my drawings. Well, these are very good. What'd you copy them off of? No, sir, those are all freehand done by me. Because I was building my quote unquote empire. Back then, I called it Dark Side Ink Productions. So it was like, that's what I was going to do. And I was going to Dark Side Ink. And I could do shirts, and I could do hoodies, and I could do shoes. So yeah, some of them were copied. Like I copy a shoe out of a magazine that I borrowed from my homeboy. That's what I wanted to look like. I put my designs on it. Bam. There's a design for my shoe, a 3D design that I can give to somebody else that they can reproduce it. Either way, he tried to talk slick and everything like that, and he called me a con. I said, I'm not conning nobody. I said, come here, con. I said, I am not a con. Okay. And they called me the infectious word that I really do not like, offender. Offender makes me think that you're a creeper. I don't appreciate that word. I made a mistake. Things happen. You can call me an inmate because I am incarcerated in your facility. But you're not going to call me a con because I didn't con anybody to get here.
But you've been convicted.
Thank you. I've been convicted of a quote unquote, but I don't like the word convicted. I hate the word.
Never convicted.
Never convicted.
I was accused, never convicted.
Right. But at that point in time, I even corrected him because I had been reading a lot. And at that point in time, I said, no, sir, I'm a villain. I have the capacity of great evil, but I choose not to use it upon people that are not worth my time to use it upon. I did not con my way into getting here, and I definitely did not mean to offend anybody if I did. All the words that you wanted to call me before that, con, dude, blah, 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 you command the respect of a major, but you're not going to command the same respect to me. There you go.
That's funny. I like that.
Amen. Amen. There you go. It's all in the capacity of the word. You take yourself on a spiritual journey when you give game. You can't always tell people the same things. You can tell them what you were taught. And I was taught by many, many elders that really just wondered, what the fuck is wrong with you?
See?
That would, yes, a little bit.
See, you thought that was a good
Yeah, you're right. Acacia, what's good? Well, Kane Manor is in a very secret location, so I never really worry about it. I have cameras and shit, so I don't worry. But the thing about it is who'd you learn your best game from? A woman? And well, and then there's Granny. So I know Granny give you games.
Woman.
Yes. Granny give.
Whether it's street knowledge or, you know what I'm saying, like the structure. Most of the time when we were growing up, Dad was providing. But it's the old saying, you don't see a busy man, a paid man is busy man.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a lot, you know, you did of course you did your manly things with your father, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that men teach their sons. But as far as the structure that your life was given,
yeah, that came from.
Who did you call? Mama. I did it. Mom. I need that. Daddy was
Mama.
like, hey, Pop,
Now, see, this is kind of like what I was talking about earlier. Now, that was my thing because, like, I never really had to call my dad. My dad just feel it in her bones and she called. Yeah, how you doing, baby? And that's where my game first started. And then just hanging out with her. Like, I go back home to Missouri. Shout out to all my family in Sykeston. I love y'all. Bulldogs. Y'all be doing big things. Jesse Red, the Reds, Jacksons, Whitakers. That do be sounding like gunshots, but it ain't gunshots. It's actually fireworks. Those are fireworks. That was like 2. That might have been, but I don't know.
That first one sounded like a gunshot.
But Ursel gave me game. My Uncle Johnny, my Uncle Lester, my Uncle Bobby. My Uncle Bobby was just smooth. And all of them Whitaker boys could dance. And all of them could dress. So it was just a different style and thought process. And then my Uncle Floyd came in. He married my Aunt Vicky. My Aunt Vicky had game for days. And that's
what the old schools gave you game without even talking to you.
Yeah.
You just sat back and really watched how they moved.
Right. And it was like who you liked the most. You didn't have really a favorite auntie, but you had a favorite auntie.
You had a favorite based on how they live.
What's up, Mark? What's good, brother?
That's how I felt. Like I love all my family equally, but there's just there's
some people I just connect with.
Common with.
Yeah, I'm just connected with. Like so, me and Moon, I got a lot of game from Moon. Moon is my oldest male cousin on my mom's side. But we spend so much summers together and chasing after girls, and we're close in age. And he taught me really how to be an upright dude. There ain't nothing wrong with my job.
I didn't have nobody close to my age.
Right.
So I was always around the real OGs.
Like, yeah. But then I hung out with the OGs. There was like my older cousin Kendall on my dad's side that took me out there, like showed me the hustle. Showed me a different hustle because his car was always shining. He was always looking good. All of his bills were paid and did not have to be out here in the struggle to make his hustle work. So a lot of that respect came from that. Everybody thought I was like on a hairband thing. What's good, Kendall? I know you watching. But a lot of that good game came from them because it was just like, man, just chill out. Let it come to you. You don't have to go stretch anybody to beat anybody. My Uncle Larry told me that.
You sprayed something?
Yeah. I sprayed I was feeling that way too, so I don't know. Drink you some more Sprite. I didn't spray nothing in the last 5 minutes. I think that's Johnny getting to you. But I got most of my game from my sister. My sister Shelly. Ooh, bro. Tell you what, 1993, Juneteenth, down there at Bone Hooks Park, pulled up in a white Fiero with the peanut butter guts, brand new, off the lot. My sister pulled up, got an Africa chain so big it covered up almost most of her chest because she was a small, petite lady. But rubies, yellow diamonds, and motherfucking black diamonds was the first time I ever seen it in real life with gold. And my sisters told me just these words: little bro, you'll never be broke if you're always ahead. I never forgot that. And that's why I usually get kind of weird when I talk about, certain things, just because that's me getting ahead, because I don't want to talk about it too much, because then it becomes a thing. When it becomes a thing, and I can't control the monster it may become because I let other demons get my word, that's when it became a problem. Then you're not ahead anymore. Somebody knows something about you, and now they're preparing things that they don't know about you, that you don't know.
Well, you never let your right hand know what your left hand doing.
That part. My uncle was big on that.
It's real shit.
It's real shit. But when you're younger, you're not really thinking about it. So, dudes, one, No crop tops, none of that bullshit. I'm not knocking what you do. If that's your thing, that's
So why
your
do you
thing.
think there's a game gap?
Huh?
Why do you think there's a game gap?
Honestly, dishonor. Too many of them have dishonored themselves by perpetrating the game. You can't go out here and say that you do this and you do that if you can't literally prove that you can do this or you can do that with your bare hands.
So whose fault is that become?
I honestly, BET.
Is it the phony or is it the real's fault?
Both. They're both at fault. You want to know what?
Break it down.
I'll break it down.
Johnny again.
Okay.
We gotta figure this shit.
We're gonna figure this shit out.
Hold on.
We're gonna figure this shit out here. You hear me, boy?
We gotta figure this shit out.
So, hit game. It's the old school's fault because they knew better. Okay, the moment that you should see that there is a chink in your armor, you should be on that shit. Regardless of how long you've been in the game with this person or not, you know how to approach each person with the correctness that you know them of, correct? Like, I can't come and talk to you any kind of way. I can't come and talk to Eli any kind of way because I know what comes, the repercussions that come behind that. Most of the old schools now just don't have the patience to teach the young schools patience.
There's no repercussion.
Exactly. Well, then, if you go and get shot, well, technically, yes, there is. And that's the young school's fault.
But the thing is, the repercussion is not from the real. It's a result of your bullshit.
So,
Like, back in the day,
pragmatic terms,
I'm just saying, back in the day, it was certain shit you could do and certain shit you just couldn't do.
you're right. You couldn't
Right.
call me a bitch.
I mean, I'm not.
I mean,
I'm talking
no,
about
but I'm
on
just
the street
saying-
level.
I mean, that's what I'm saying on the street level.
Like,
That's still a rule today. You just don't call a man a bitch.
yeah, I mean, that's true. But I'm talking about
It's
as
just
far as
disrespectful.
the game of life.
But you dishonorably do it because they found out that
no
there's a head.
repercussion.
Exactly, but they're ahead of you.
Back in the gap, you couldn't say, "Hey, I'm a gangster,"
True.
because a real gangster was gonna come see you about that.
Why are you talking about that?
It was called false flag.
Yeah.
You're not one of us.
No.
Stop that shit.
Why are you talking?
Stop that
Sit
shit.
down.
But it's not that anymore.
It's not.
There's no repercussion. So people will take what they see and portray it as themselves.
And see, yeah, that shit.
Right.
Like, hey,
I don't know if he's listening to me, but it was
there's an OG.
dude I know that wanted to be a biker.
Mm-hmm.
And he was prospecting for a reputable club.
Mm-hmm.
But he had this mentality of, I want to be the man.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to Oklahoma and started riding with a club up there.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if that's what he wanted to do, that's perfectly fine. But he went and got patches made
exactly.
and was rocking
Representing.
Amarillo, Texas.
You rocking
this
something
club,
that you
and he
don't
wasn't
own.
really a member.
You don't own that.
So
That's not yours.
some bikers saw that shit
Yes, sir.
and cut that motherfucking patch off his
Yes, sir.
vest.
Yes,
And
sir.
said, if you're not down.
Don't
do that
try to
shit.
represent us. No.
So as far as the streets go, there is no more of that.
No. There is, but there isn't. It's very rare.
It's very rare, especially around here.
And that's what that gap is. And then that's where I blame the knuckleheads, because then you get so upstart, you get such a, not knucklehead, but knuckleheads. I love you, knucklehead. Dude, that's my role model some days. But I was his role model because he also saw me as what I was. I was a gangster because that's just what I was raised. I was raised by those OGs that there was repercussions for the shit that you do. So you play your cards right.
Exactly.
And if you got a problem with it, you come see me about it. You don't go talk to him to get to him to get to him. And then some bitch, pardon my language, ladies, but then some bitch coming in your ear, yo, daddy. Da 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 da. They done
There's a
set
bunch
you
of
up.
dead niggas out here because a girl got in somebody's ear. But like they say, the old school say it's a place for them tough dudes.
I'm gonna take a drink on
And
that.
it's a place for them smart dudes that thought they were smart.
There you go. So I try not to be too much smarter than anybody else. I stay the fuck out the way and I do what I do. But why though? Why are you hooking up with these snitches? Now I kind of get the power play in it, Because you know when motherfuckers is trying to get you. But you gonna have to break that snitch off. And I'm serious, and that's where I got the game totally screwed up. I'm not gonna pay no snitch. I refuse. The way I look at it, especially when you've been in the game as far as whatever part you play in, the game of life is very serious. But there are parts that we play in it in order for everything to move. So if you will pay for some pussy, nigga, that's higher than paying a motherfucking snitch. Why would I'd rather go pay for some pussy than pay a snitch.
You said high. Okay, I'm
higher on the elevation scale. You know what I mean? Evolution. Sorry, not elevation. Well, elevation too. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather pay to get some pussy than go pay a snitch. Why? Because whoever the fuck's coming after you is gonna come after me. Hell no. I'm good. Really.
Why would you ever want to pay a snitch?
I look at it like this. Because you know me, I'm a very in-your-face person. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'll say exactly what's on my mind. I don't respect a person that's like, say it with your chest, bro. Don't talk about it in my ear. Say it so everybody can hear it. Because I want to see what's about to come out my window.
That's your job.
And how? Well, yeah, true. You're right. That's my job. But
fuck paying a snitch.
No, I just feel like I said, I mean, there's that honor. There's an honor in this, man. It ain't just getting paid. It ain't just prestige. There's an honor to it.
I think that's the problem. There is no honor anymore.
Yep.
It's everybody for themselves.
And it's become such a very tragic thing. And then, like I said, then you got the transgender. I've been seeing gangster niggas that turn themselves into a whole woman. So okay, we talking about it, everything about it.
What game is that?
Bro, on the cool, some of these motherfuckers making more money with a pussy than they did with a dick. That's kind of crazy. Pinky Land says the game was. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me smoke for a second. I gotta explain my. Thank you.
All of a sudden, some gave free game
to certain people
that only wanted the lifestyle, but not the consequences.
There you go. Say that again one more time, Deacon. Say that again one more time, Deacon.
All of a sudden, some gave free game to certain people that only wanted the lifestyle
and not the consequences.
So they switched because they were scared. And they should be because they're what? They should be because they're scared. The game always has consequences to lifestyle.
That's it. We understand the repercussions of the shit. This shit happens.
You gotta know what comes with whatever you're doing, though, right? That's when
you get
that's
into
making an educated choice.
Educated.
Like, when I got into the lifestyle I was into, I knew what came with this shit.
Or do research, nigga. Shit, there's Google. Shit, if you gotta Google that shit, Google that shit.
That's why the day I got arrested, I ain't shed no tears. I didn't
because I knew it was coming.
Well, damn, what I'm gonna do? I knew this was a part of the game.
It's gonna happen.
It come with it. So take your lick and keep moving. There's not.
There's not.
People ain't built like that.
If you are built like that, you're the OG. And then I do get it. See, but me and okay, he down here. I'm up here. Me and we give you free game every week. This is your free game center because we do this for the church. Thank the Lord. Anyway, but the thing is, man, don't be hard-headed. Take what this person that has experienced these things is telling you. They're just telling you, hey, man, take it and run with it however which way you want. But you need to understand that you're getting yourself involved in something that you may not be ready for. You may not be ready for the repercussions that happen in this level of the game. Any game that you can play.
To get ready for it, because if you want to keep playing, just know.
I mean, they must be playing board games. I'm playing video games. Because there's levels to that shit. if you're going around and around in a circle and around in a circle, and till you go down to shoots and ladders and all this other extra shit, y'all can do all the shoots and ladders and extra shit, man. I need some involvement in my life. I would rather learn something than not learn. That's half the reason I do the show, because it allows me to learn something. Because I have to look up all the stuff, I put in all the text and I even ask them questions while we're just sitting here, because we are really trying to teach y'all how not only to be a street nigga, but also be an eloquent gentleman.
I don't know about the street niggas.
I don't really hang out with too many. I mean, I do, but I don't. I mean, I was a street
nigga and a nigga that does his business in the street.
Yes, sir. I'll give you that. You're right.
I feel like I'm more corporate than anything, but I just deal with a bunch of street issues.
I am everything that you would ever see in Lex Luthor. I'm everything that you would ever see in Joker. I'm everything you probably ever see in any character that you ever believed in. But you got to really kind of think about it too. There's always a downside to everything that's good, because that is the way of the world. That's the way of the universe. It's good without light. It's bad without good. Exactly. I'm the person that I am because I can't be like you. I can't do you like you do you. Hell, you might do you better than I do you. So how am I going to sit over here and tell you how to be you when I can't be you?
I remember that shit in high school. We was, I played football.
Yeah.
And there was one of the little homies from the hood, like, dude was a little knucklehead.
Right.
But we was all kicking it after practice. And he's like, yeah, I see you out here working out and shit, homie. You trying to be the next Diggy Hood?
Yes, sir.
I said, that's my homie, but I'm trying to be the first.
Where's he?
I don't want to be the next nobody. And I've always had that mentality. I mean,
you know what?
Greatness where it's due, but
this may be also a reason, honestly, like that mentality. There was only one Couture. There's only one Kane.
That's why I got the name I have.
But then there was, all of a sudden, there was a little sprinklings of me all of a sudden. And it wasn't like from Big Daddy Kane, even though that's where I graced my name from. Keeping on Niggas Energized was really from the Big Daddy Kane experience, because he could dance, he was smooth, he had great fashion sense. The motherfucker was a killer MC. He still is a killer MC at 62 years old. So I feel like every time I come out with anything that I rap about, it has to be from that mentality that Big Daddy Kane had presented to me as a child. Because MTV had just really came onto the scene. I was watching, He influenced me. That is the problem. We as influencers don't take the responsibility to make sure that they learn anything. We just sit up here being, got my chain on, so next thing you know, you see 6 other niggas with the same chain that you got. Knowing that 5 out of them 6 niggas is probably going to yank your chain before you leave. But them 6 other niggas don't know that you the nigga that you want. So nobody yanking my chain, right? But see, that's the thing, man. It's just become a complicated situation, and most of us don't want to really own up to the part that we play. You feel me?
I think the game gap started when people started taking responsibility.
Exactly.
That's pretty much how I feel.
Because you didn't want to, you were sneaking under the table.
Why?
I mean, OPP, that's what started it. That's the only thing I can really say. Because when other people's property became your property, that's when it became a problem. Loyalty became nothing. You were quick to, man, $75,000. Man, I don't even know who the fuck you talking about. Y'all are just going to have to go over here to 36, what blah, blah, blah. And you just start shapping out some shit. And then you got niggas that's sitting over here rapping about this shit. The people that have been true to the game that have actually been flourishing, like Bun B sowed a seed way back in '88 with a man better known as Pimp C and made a legacy. There are plenty of people that are from our side of the tracks that made real, true achievements. Much like Jordan. His last name alone, just gets you. The Jordan brand is so big and so real, along with his legacy and his brand as Scarface. It's created a larger spectrum. Because now it was in the mainstream, and now you see these mainstream ideals coming to flourish, like Trill Burgers. It is a spectacular brand. Yeah, but it's a spectacular brand. He had to get to a point to where people trusted him to give them a brand.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that they trusted him. He became a brand.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because you show better than you can do.
Especially in Texas. Bun
Yeah,
B
you
is
show
a
better.
household name.
Exactly.
You
Household.
can't say Trill without thinking about
Bun B.
and Pimp C.
Did it big, but everybody will change.
Like everybody be like, well, you think about Trill, ENT,
But then
Boosie got on because of Bun B and
that's who started the company. He just sold his company to another person. He was like, here, I don't want it.
So
I'll be the first artist on there. Man, let me come out with Trill. Then let me come out with Trill 2.0. Then let me see Trey. Then let me see Wino. Now, New Wine was smart. New Wine had a different hustle because this boy was so about stocks, bonds, oil companies, what was about to flourish into ahead, hear the words I said again, ahead of what everybody else in the hood was doing. I'm going to put my money and invest it into an actual stock. Oh, this is a flourishing stock over here because they just started with the oil.
Could you imagine if they had a street stock market?
Bro, there is one.
I mean,
The black web is. The dark web is something else, man.
I know it's a street market. I'm
Yes.
thinking about some shit that should be on the market.
I could dig it.
That would be fucking ridiculous.
And there was a,
I'm investing my money.
but bro, there is kind of we do have kind of our own street market. You know what I mean? It involves, the
That's why
top way.
I'm so set with the people that are in power that have the knowledge to do this legit.
Yeah.
Because if a nigga can, excuse my French, but if a motherfucker can sell drugs, you can sell stocks.
Yeah. Stocks and bonds is the same shit.
It's the same shit.
If you don't sell drugs, you can sell stocks. Because you're giving somebody a dream. You're giving somebody a dream.
If you ran a street business, you can run legit.
Man, if you sold a car, you can sell stocks. Now I'm not quite sure how our signal is going, but it is 30 minutes till, so we gotta start teaching y'all something. Even though we did teach y'all something, make sure y'all send us like some stars and everything like that. But hopefully you take some of this with you. We talk from mama and daddy to that block boy. Because everybody needs to learn something, man. It's not hard. We try to talk on your level. We are very eloquent, man. We talk very highly of everybody, but we also know this shit. There's just shit out there that's, yeah. Why y'all acting up? Okay, so we're going to get to this week's lesson. Pastor over here is just, he unking y'all, look.
Oh, I'm on this. I'm trying to see who won the contest.
Oh, yeah. Free Fest.
Dang, she finna win again.
Who?
Macy.
Macy?
Macy is up by 3.
By 3?
I'll
Wow.
make that 2 because I haven't voted.
Uh-oh.
No,
I haven't
She's
voted
up by
either.
4 down.
I haven't voted either. The ultimate jealous guide to the down. I'm going to teach y'all shit today.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So, people call it the Tao, which is the yin and yang. Okay? I didn't bring my yin and yang with me, but it also has the forces around it. So it's like feng shui meets religion meets Buddhism. I haven't quite found a name for it yet, but it's very marketable.
I mean, it's a whole religion, so I'm sure it is.
I can see you in a month, bro.
Fuck no.
Grand Deacon Couture.
No disrespect to the religion.
No disrespect at
I
all.
just,
But we're just saying, like, some people you can
I
reach,
couldn't
some
be
people
a
you
Muslim.
can't. I think we can reach the people that we can't. I couldn't be a Muslim because I like bacon. I love women. I love white women. No.
That ain't,
I like
that's
women.
not Islam. That's the nation of Islam.
Nigga, that's still Muslim.
You can date white women and be Muslim.
You can be a lot of things and be Muslim.
I'm not going to stop eating pork chops. I'm not going to stop eating pork ribs. Have you ever had a good pork rib?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm always about
Go to Big Daddy.
Susie.
Who's that?
I love you, Susie.
Barbecue and tell me you ain't get a half slab of ribs.
You
Tell
right.
me you ain't
You right. No.
Hey, nice.
Oh, what's wrong? I got shit again. Why? I ate all them ribs and they were so good. I just couldn't stop.
Wesley's rib, you don't even need sauce.
Man. Word up. Susie, thank you for the stars. I appreciate you. Just juicy. Man, looking like a pastor wife. Find their pastor wife. Notice pastors usually always have the finest wives. Be beat up like a truck, but have a gorgeous woman on his side. God be doing some amazing things. Like, I mean, God be doing some amazing things because that don't match.
Women like positions of power.
I think so.
Women's like success and power.
No problem.
You
Love
be
you,
the number one male boy in your district. It's a woman gonna be happy that you are number one at what you do.
Oh, baby.
My
We
man's
go
so
get
punctual.
Sizzler. He's on time. I love him. Ooh. Look at him, girl. He's shining. Ain't he fine?
That's why you got to be number one.
That's me.
Everybody started this life a winner, so keep it up.
I know. I've been a winner for too long.
I mean, you won the race in the sperm ring, so
I sure did. 5 times in a row.
Billions of them.
Pow! One of them, knockout. Knockout punch came Xavier. Pow, pow. Then come twins. Pow, 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 pow. And there was some more. But anyway, the towel, also known as...
Yeah.
We ain't
we're
gonna
talking
talk
about fucking looking.
No, because you was trying to talk about my dick earlier, man. You can't be doing me like that, yo. Okay. Okay, that's out of turn.
That's not
You're
what I
right.
said.
You're all right.
Not what I said.
The Tao, also known as the Tao, is a functional concept of Taoism or Taoism, depending on you. However you want to pronounce it, this is how it goes. It's an ancient Chinese philosophy and religion. It represents the underlying principles of force. I'm going to say that again. The force that governs the universe and all things. You hear me? Did you read?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I read that, but I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
The Tao is often described as the way or the path, or as they like to put it on Netflix. What else is it on? It's on Crackle. I can't think of it, but it's called something. The Secret. Oh. The Secret is teaching you how to manipulate the universe into manifesting things that you want to create within your ecosystem.
Teaches the law of attraction.
There he goes. That fool right there. Look at my boy. Look at
I
him.
read the book and
Look at
watched the movie when I was like,
There you go. Okay. So embracing the natural flow of harmony of existence. So everything that you work with in yourself, in your circle, in your infosphere, you bring in for more. So you're going in for, you know why depression is such a thing? Because we failed to quit checking in on people. We quit checking on our friends. We quit checking on our mom and dads because we feel that they're self-sufficient enough and I'm already going through enough bullshit, quote unquote, in our head. He checks on his grandmother every week, every day. Make sure she's breathing. Did you eat today, Granny? Do you want to go eat today, Granny? Do you want to do, you need me to mow your yard? Okay, I'll be right there. I got somebody for you. Oh, your friend? That's what I'm saying. He sustains his ecosphere. I'm working on mine. I'm not going to lie. It's been a long time since I've talked to my parents. Right. You got to take care of each other. If we take care of each other, I guarantee you, watch. Your shit's going to happen. My shit's going to happen. We're going to be sitting over here on the beach. Yo. How you doing, Reggie? I'm doing fine, Louis. Do you know what I'm talking about? That type of vibe. So here's the ultimate gentleman's guide to embracing the principles of Tao. Now, I didn't write all this shit down. I didn't do all the extra shit that I normally do because most of this shit is 10 of them. And I'm going to break it down like a fraction so we don't have to like come back What kind of combo y'all having? Man, we're going on a trip. If you ain't with it, get your bags.
You trying to take us to the down?
I'm gonna learn you harmony and self-peace, and your blood pressure ain't gonna bother you. You ain't gonna worry about
church going Christian. You got me reading Taoism.
It's the same principle.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Go ahead and read it.
Okay. Cultivate Wu Wei. Now, this is only some of the stuff that I wrote down. The rest of it, I'm gonna read to you because then I can just kind of cut through the bullshit because it's a lot.
That's fucked up. Ain't no bullshit in that religion.
Sir, if you take the time to gain the knowledge, you will seek the knowledge. Correct?
No.
Yes. Because regardless of what
I'm already looking for, I ain't gotta seek it if I'm already looking for it.
It'll find you. And then when it finds you, it'll make you more creative in the knowledge that you are seeking. Because each of us is a different entity, but we make it all work.
True, but I'm ready.
He rolled the joint, but he left the ends off. So I twisted the joint to where it still smokes. Do you understand now?
No.
Oh, God. Here we go. I did.
Well, then, that's all that matters. You fixed the blunt there.
No, but we all smoke. We can still smoke. That's the best part. It's still
but you
going.
don't have to change religions to do it.
It's not changing religions. It's still the same basic principle.
No, it's not.
Do good.
Let's see.
Do good.
Let's see.
Okay. Cultivate Wu Wei. Wu Wei is the principle of the effortless action or non-action. This is going to be fun. Okay. The non-action or action or non-action. It encourages you to go with the flow of life rather than resisting or forcing an outcome.
You already lost me.
Why?
Why would I want to go with the flow of shit if the flow is fucked up?
Let me tell you one story about a man named Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus was protecting this lady of the night, better known as Mary. Mm-hmm. These people had stones. Right. They're sitting over there trying to get some water. This lady is so nice, she tries to wash this man's feet. Why? Because I know you're going to save my life today. How do you know that, sweet child? Because you just called me a child. Everybody else wants to call me a whoremonger, or a man thief, or whore, or whore. You said that 3 times, my love. Why do you love me? Because you love me. The non-action by telling these people, he who is without stones, throw the first one.
That's a non-action.
Kick rocks.
That's not a non-action.
What was that?
That's not a non-action.
Non-action.
He took action by doing that.
Right.
That was their custom. That was
but by
so the
non-action. Right. He went against the force. He resisted the force.
And forced an outcome.
He forced an outcome by manipulating.
You just proved.
Wait. No. The secret. Nigga. By manipulating.
He didn't manipulate shit.
Oh.
He made people have compassion. He who is without sin catch the first stone. That was their custom. This is the whole trying to touch my feet. We gonna stone this nigga to death. Well, he said, hold on.
Wait a minute. Chill.
Which one of y'all ain't seen?
I saw you over there last week with and then there was snitches back then. And they was sitting over there talking the same. You see.
What's the next point? Because that one you shot that one in the ass. Go ahead.
Pow! There you go. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Prove the point by non-action. Because the non-action was this. Not one of them fools threw one stone. Is that a non-action? Is that a non-action? Nobody threw nothing.
Yeah, his action for.
But nobody threw nothing. Exactly. By manipulating the forces.
He didn't go with the flow, though.
I'm gonna press your luck.
If he would have went to the flow.
Look, I'm here with her. But wait, I'm here with her. Exactly. Like, nigga, I'm right here. Y'all, hold on. There's Peter, Jordan, this nigga. You live up the block. I saw you over there with Sis Agnes last week. I know that's your wife. That ain't your wife. She wasn't your wife last Friday. If I'm going down, we all going down. What? Not one of them.
That's the Nino shit.
Not one of them.
He forced the action.
He forced the action. And it came into his favor. He came into his favor, non-action. The non-action worked. Okay. Practice being in the present moment and responding to situations spontaneously.
I definitely don't agree with this one. Keep going.
Jesus could have went up there and said, look, little girl, I gotta go. Heisman Trophy. Mary on her own. Ting, 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 ting. Dead body. News at 11. So instead of that, he again said the word with
Passion.
There we go. I don't even know how people don't understand that. You can spontaneously do that. Yeah, me sitting over there talking to the whole people like, yo, you don't like what I gotta say, what you gotta do about it? And not one of you can tell me that you ain't did something with this woman today. And I ain't gonna say who is what and what is who, because that's y'all's business. That's between you and my daddy. But right now, I think y'all need to go home. Same thing. Impressive of an action. Tell the truth at all times. Be about what the present moment is. If y'all fit to do something, then we need to bang this off. Why? Because I'm going hard for her. Because there's like 19 of y'all want her. Well, now there's 2 of her. What's going on? That type of thing. So without unnecessary effort or attachment to a specific outcome. He was ready to go to death for this. So it still worked itself out. Ha!
You think he was gonna let himself get killed by some fire?
Why not?
Because that wasn't the purpose of him doing it.
Exactly. So he had no fear in his action.
And then you talking about the Almighty.
This
This is the nigga that won't throw a rock. You think he's scared of a rock?
You throwing a rock?
I will stop this rock and throw this rock up your ass if you play.
Or even worse, we tend to let things get too hot. All right, with game, like we was talking about game today. So I'm going to break down the basic principles real quick. Okay, so there's create woo-wah, which means the force and fight the force. Paint the window. Woo-saw. All these things, they're misdirecting by directing. It's weird. Okay, then there's embrace simplicity. Taoism emphasizes the simplicity and minimalism. So
I do agree with that. That's the point I like.
you're a
Don't make
hustle.
shit Don't make it
Don't make it complicated.
It's not complicated.
Just keep it
Simplify
simple. We talked about that last week. If you was listening to us last week, right? Practice inner harmony. Cultivate inner harmony by balancing your mind, body, and spirit. Engage in practices such as meditation, mindfulness, there's that word again, and deep breathing. To calm the calm. What's up, Caleb? Your mind and connect with your inner self, engaging in physical activities such as Tai Chi, which is that, you ever see those people in the park doing that? That's what that is. That is Tai Chi. Tai Chi is,
doing Tai Chi.
it's like moving apart.
New York movie shit. That shit don't
No,
happen here.
people do Tai Chi. I learned Tai
I've
Chi.
never seen people do Tai Chi in that world.
That's why you do meditation.
I've seen niggas get together and smoke in the park. I've never seen Tai Chi.
That's our version of Tai Chi.
Top line.
I posted that from the comment earlier. The chat pops up like, I know we having problems with the internet. Give more money.
We finished that
I think
Or Kane holding out.
no, because this is the joint.
You put it out.
I did not put it out.
Yeah, you did. It's right here.
I didn't do that.
Who did it?
No.
That nigga put it out.
Anyway, embody humility.
He's being one of these.
No, I'm not. Embody humility is a key virtue in Taoism. Practice humility by letting go of ego, avoiding arrogance, and becoming and recognizing.
Meek showing hair journey. It's the same fucking thing.
Didn't I tell you it was the same principle?
So I don't read all the same thing.
Embrace nature.
I should read 7 books. Teach the same thing.
Nature is considered powerful teacher in Taoism.
Nature is the teacher.
Yes. Look at the force of water. It can literally destroy anything.
So if I naturally slap the shit out of my
They learn.
Hey, wait, hold on. There is still another part in this. Spend time in nature regularly, observing rhythms and cycles.
Who wrote this?
Uh,
You realize where we live?
yes.
You go spend time in nature if you want to.
Have you ever just made time stop? And I did this shit in Fort Worth.
You made
Park.
time stop.
Made time stop. Where you just everything, you notice everything, you close your eyes. Middle of the park. Now I'm really thinking in my head because I'm a hood nigga. I'm in the park in Fort Worth.
Somebody got robbed.
Cars, somebody wants to rob me. Niggas pulling up, doing quick moves. You know what I mean? So I had to calm my mind to the point I didn't hear it, but I hear it. I hear the cars moving, but I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at all times. I wasn't worried about nothing. It conquers fear. It gives you that peace because you know your surroundings. You know what to hear. You know what you're looking for. Especially if you come from where we come from.
And it takes meditation to do that?
What do you think happened? North Heights has PTSD because we think it's gunshots instead of fireworks.
Just duck and keep walking. What the fuck? I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not gonna knock the hustle, but right now, I can't duck nor run. I can probably duck, but I'm gonna get stuck.
Well, keep moving.
I try.
Walking in zigzag.
Yeah, I try. But they probably ain't gonna shoot me anyway.
I'll never
Cultivate.
used to this shit.
Cultivate detachment. Practice detachment by letting go of attachments and desires. Recognize the attachments to outcomes and possessions can lead to suffering, discontentment. Instead of focus on the present moment and find contentment with yourself. Seek inner wisdom. There's that wisdom word again. Taoism emphasizes the importance of cultivating wisdom from within. Trust your situation and your inner knowing. I know you got something to say about that one. Isn't it called self-esteem? Ain't it called self-esteem? Ain't it called self-esteem? Feel good about yourself. Wake up every day. Brush your teeth. Gargle with some mouthwash because some of y'all breath be, bruh.
Brush your teeth before you start talking to people.
I try, and I smoke cigarettes, and I know I need
that
to
was
stop.
a rule in the unit I was in. Nigga, don't
Right.
wake up talking
Man,
to people. Go hit that teeth perfume.
Because you've been, all them,
You been snoring and shit all day.
yeah. See, I was,
smell like hot ass juice.
I told y'all quit fucking with them COs that look like fucking pillows and shit. Get off them.
That smell like goat sex and shit.
Goat milk, extra goat milk. Oh. But you have to understand yourself. You got to reflect on every
I
experience.
feel like yourself is the motherfucker that you should understand the best.
Well, okay, but wait. But then it goes on and says, learn from them. Most of us don't want to learn. Like the mistakes that you did make, or the moves that you make, or the outcomes.
Then you're insane.
Insanity is a good thing sometimes.
I am fucking integrate a good thing.
And integrate the lessons in your life. Look at me. Look at me, bro. I was an insane person.
No, you weren't.
Yes, well, genius and insanity.
What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing repetitively and expecting a different outcome. Where genius is doing something repetitively until you have a positive outcome.
No,
which is
genius
science.
changes something repetitively.
Right, you change the formula until it works.
An insane person does the exact same thing over and over and over.
But what if the same thing is working? But what if the same thing is working until you're finding the moment where you can change the outcome?
If it's working, then that's not insanity. That's repetition.
So you're saying quantum leap is basically insanity.
What?
Quantum leap is
What is
insanity.
that?
It is doing something repetitively, which is Sam leaping into different bodies
Who
and
the fuck is
expecting the
Sam?
same outcome, which is leaving. You never watched Quantum Leap,
No,
bro?
I live.
Oh my God.
Watch it.
Bro, it's amazing.
Who the fuck is Sam?
Sam Beckett, Dr. Sam Beckett.
What did he do?
He was.
We got 6 minutes and we're talking about Sam.
We'll get back to it. Okay, anyway. Accept change. Embrace it. Anyway. So change is change is a fundamental aspect of life. Embrace it rather than resisting it. Recognize that everything is impertinent. They use the word impertinent. That's a big word. And subject to constant transformation. So they're saying that there are things that are just fixed and you cannot do shit about. They gonna change on you. Like your kids. Man, will y'all quit cuffing your kids like the way y'all be cuffing them? Making them so just spoiled little sissy. Ooh, y'all, I want this, Mom, knocking over shit. Hello, Helen. I'm trying to go to the room. Who you talking to?
Helen ain't never whooped the shit out the kid.
Right. But Martha will.
I guarantee you, an ironing cord to fix all that shit.
Right. There you go. Knock you back in the next week. Then you be talking about Marty McFly. There you go. So you embrace change. And last, practice meditation. Taoism emphasizes the importance of moderation in all aspects of life. Avoid extremes and find balance in actions, thoughts, and emotions. Practice moderation in your desires, habits, and consumption. So notice it used both sides of the words. So it's forcing
Some of that I can agree, and some of
an
that
action out of non-action. Because think about it this way. When people talk to you and they say, what are your desires, habits, and consumptions? It forces you to come up with this really solid thought of, okay, well, I spend this much on this, I spend this much on gas, and then I pay for this, and then I'm doing like this. So you're doing like a calculator. But people tend to forget, like, sometimes you gotta slow that moment down. That's what I was doing in the park, was slowing that moment down. I was going through a lot of shit at the time, and I was really connecting with myself, and I was really trying to figure out what my next move was. Because at that point in time, man, I had lost everything. What was my next hustle? If I didn't figure out this next hustle, there was problems. My kids suffered. Whatever little connection I had was suffering. The people around me might suffer. Because especially if I make a left instead of a right, it's the difference between me going 6 feet deep and going 6 floors higher. So I had to do that. Took time to meditate. Stop. Force yourself to stop. No phone. No, blah, 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 blah. No, this is happening, or this is happening. Just stop in the moment. If you can't stop in the moment, you can't come up with your next plan because you're not thinking right in the head. You're becoming insane because you're working the same problem that you know is not working, whether it be a female, whether it be a male, just going through the same cycle.
You figure out what element needs to change and change it.
They call it applied behavioral science.
What?
Yes, it's called applied behavioral analysis. It is something that I learned.
What the fuck don't work is applied behavioral analysis.
Yes, sir. ABA. You know what they do? You know what these psychologists do? They figure out what's wrong with you and what you keep continually to focus on rather than the pluses in your life.
Habits.
Yes. And your desires. And what consumes you.
That ain't hard to figure it out.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't.
Some people are rough. You know, nope, I ain't talking about that. We're not gonna talk about why my homeboy Pookie got shot or none of this other stuff. You literally are walking around as a human virus.
From that statement, what's bothering them?
You wonder why we talk about in science fiction movies why they call us pond scum and virus, like the aliens in movies.
Who the fuck talk to aliens?
In movies.
That shit don't.
It is
reality.
It is still a psychological attachment.
Basing shit off movies.
But it's a psychological attachment, sir.
No, it ain't.
Do you remember the Mac?
Yeah.
Then it is a psychological attachment.
To what?
To the Mac. To Julian Max.
How?
Because you know probably every word out of the Mac.
I know the movie. That don't mean that's how I operate my life.
Okay, then how? How can you not? What?
Because that's Hollywood.
Yeah, but
that
it's an allegory. It's an allegory. It's a black allegory.
Yeah, that's a bullshit story of.
But
if you just do this and this and this, it's gonna take you to the top.
But can you not relate to it though?
I can relate to some of it because I live the same lifestyle.
Has some of that been used in your exploration of the top?
No.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
Because
so it is not an attachment.
Movie,
but it's not an attachment.
Some shit like that.
You're not attached to the movie.
All she gotta do is watch the movie and be like, that nigga gave me that line. And then you fuck.
Well, of course you're gonna take something from it and adapt it in your way that'll work. Much like rolling that joint. Mm-hmm. He did it his way because he knew a way to do it that it would actually work, but then we couldn't write it focus, so I had to do something else. So it didn't work, so we fixed it. So I adapted what he did to a style that we both could use.
You did some shit based off experience. Because you probably had one like that you had to fix.
There you go. That is what
you meditated on the shit.
I had to.
You
not on that.
I'm saying that.
I really did. Because I only got one arm right now, dude. So it's different than this point. This moment. That's a different moment than the moment then I had two hands and I could have fixed it and done it the right way.
But you still fixed it.
But I still fixed it.
So what was the difference?
There isn't. It's still
fixed. It's fixed.
Yes, it's a fixed memory. So I know how to do that. So it's like muscle memory.
But that's not behavioral analysis. You just fixed some
shit. Is a behavioral thing. Because he can twist something, so that means he could probably twist the top of like you could twist a loaf of bread. That means you could do the twist top and do it. You have to know people's behavior.
Would it have worked?
Yes. I'm trying to teach him
simplicity. That was some shit you said. Make it simple. So did the shit work? Yes. Light that shit up and smoke it.
Okay. Uncle's one step ahead of everybody, man. Just don't know it. I was waiting for the punchline. He did it all the way to 2 because he was late. So we're going to be late today. But really we can't be because this man got shit to do and I got shit to do. And my black ass, Johnny Walker, is a hell of a motherfucker.
So the last word.
The last word is this.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna read the last part of it and we're gonna get out of here.
Oh shit.
Because I know
Fast ain't ready to dismiss yet.
Oh, I'm ready to dismiss. Remember the path of the Tao. In a lifelong journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. Embrace these principles, but also allow yourself the freedom to find your unique interpretation and expression of the Tao. Because that's all it's about. It's about knowing who you are and helping you find out who you are by meditation. Meditation gives you an opportunity to kind of think over the day of what you did wrong and what you did right. Like you told me one week. He thinks about the things that he could have did right, so he tries to improve on that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing insane with that. You got a model that works. You got a formula that works, but you're trying to find X for Y. So while you're trying to find X for Y, you don't have to do it in the way that works for you. Like if the new math style works for you, then that's what you do. Why are you doing that old school stuff? Because that's how I get there. Me, I'm literally a scientist in my head. I went to school. I got a dean's list. I was National Honor Society. Some things happened.
Math and science?
love math and science because you can prove anything because they don't lie.
Because the principles never change.
They don't lie. There is no lies detected when you do math and science. If you actually take the time to look through it and actually find the points, not everything's going to be like all the same thing. Why you see these people with like 19 books? Because whatever they're searching for, there are points in those books that are leading them to the right direction. Some people say it's like the white rabbit curse or something, but it's an Asian philosophy. You wouldn't know nothing about it.
I thought white rabbits was good luck.
They are, but that's
How's it a cursed rabbit?
because some people's path isn't everybody's path, and they choose to be on other people's path. Like sometimes the paths cross, and it changes their life, so it changes the path. Much like a stroke,
Keep the damn rabbit away from me. Shit.
changed my life, changed my path, but it actually fell into my path. So it's like,
It was an
hey,
event that had to happen,
that was inevitable.
but it did.
Inevitability.
It
You
drove
always
your
remember
forward.
that.
It drove your focus.
There you go. Move you forward. Keep moving forward. That's it.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You just have to learn from it.
I think everybody got tired. We're on later than what we usually are.
Everybody got to work tomorrow. Is in the bed. Shit. It's
That's the crazy part. I think we put them to bed because there's been a lot of Maxwell and
that
Mays.
nigga up there
And
talking about
D'Angelo.
white rabbits and
Man, just do your homework.
what movie you want me to watch?
Okay. The Matrix all the way through.
Never.
4, 5 if you count the anime.
5.
Yeah,
Some
but-
of the movies.
Yeah, because there was an anime called the Animatrix.
I bet I don't watch this shit.
Why?
It's too much time.
Why can't you expand your mind? There's
That
nothing
is
wrong.
Hollywood.
Bro, Hollywood is just an experiment put together by a genius. Only thing he did was put the words that he couldn't take out of his mouth to make it reality and make it into. But you can relate to it. If you can't relate to it and you can't figure out a way to make it happen in your life,
It's just certain shit I can't watch.
I don't know. I can watch anything, even these crazy ass
When they
psycho
started shooting at
movies.
that nigga and he went to leaning and shit.
It can be happening.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
Who have you seen dodge a 357?
You ain't never watched Sports Medicine on ESPN or on Fox Network?
Nah,
Dude, they prove
niggas
points
can't
like,
dodge bullets.
okay, there's this one show called A Million and One Ways to Die, and they did this they actually find out if these little shit that we say, like you can slice a bullet in half with a katana, you actually can. But the force, again, the word the force, has to match the velocity of the bullet. You can actually dodge a bullet if anybody.
How many niggas you seen do that?
I have. That's why I'm missing that ear now.
You've dodged a bullet.
I've dodged a bullet.
Or they just couldn't shoot.
No, these niggas can shoot. I dodged
Obviously
a bullet.
not.
That shit burned. I only got to have an ear on one side, but shit can happen. You just focus to keep it.
So you telling me niggas out here dodge bullets?
Shit, I know plenty of niggas
You can
do.
stop.
Not
each
that.
bullet.
You're saying you can do it with a katana. You can cut one in half.
With a trained katana.
Yes. Why not
Once again,
learn?
that's preparation.
Why can't you learn it?
Okay.
Okay. But I'm not gonna stress it out.
So you telling me you gonna go to school
I
and
never
learn how to chop bullets in half?
I'll learn how to do it, but you better be throwing them things, and they better not be real bullets. They
No,
better be
yeah,
like
exactly.
fucking dummy bullets.
I'm gonna sit there with my 380.
I will test it all day, but you shoot at me, nigga. You better hope you hit me.
Exactly.
Because otherwise I'm getting up.
bullets.
And I got a sword in my hand, I'm chopping you the fuck up. Fuck
You
that.
never bring a knife to a gunfight.
Right. I'm bringing a sword to a gunfight, and you really gonna fuck up. Look at the game in waist deep.
Once again,
Doesn't necessarily mean that it wouldn't happen. We ought to do our own ghetto Mythbusters.
Yeah, and where the game pissed me off is he had that big ass cannon.
Yeah.
How do you go into a shootout with a 50 cal? You only got 7 bullets.
There you go. And they probably gonna knock your shoulder out of place. So you ain't gonna hit nobody. And you sit up here, boom, 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 boom. Come on, make it believe.
That's one pass, and then you out of bullets.
No, you better have a drum or a 50. 50 gonna make sure that there's a hole in that ass even if you miss.
He had a 50 and missed.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but with the 50, you got to have the right materials for it. One, okay, you got a rag, cuz. And I say that lightly. You had a rag. Bro, that is not going to stop that recoil in your hand. If your hand is broken or it's been cut or it's been whatever the fuck, in a real shootout, you going to get touched. You ain't going to feel that. Pop, pop, pop. One homeboy already been shot. This nigga might as well just say he been beat up. Then he go drop this car in the lake, in the river. Nah. Okay.
You want me to watch the
You want me to watch The Matrix. I knew it was coming. You want to watch the Matrix. Okay. So,
I'm at 20%.
You at 20%. I'm at like 8.
Yeah,
he's at 5.
Phone's finna die. You talking about movies and
Yo, but we was talking about real shit. It was a good show. So, man. Uncle giving me the eye. He give me the eye, y'all. Hey, don't forget Christopher's fight against cancer, the benefit. This weekend, this Saturday, 12 p.m., 12 a.m. It's an all-day event. Bring your kids out. There's going to be bands. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. There's going to be food. All the proceeds are going to Christopher and his family. What's up, Desi? How you doing, mama?
Thank you.
Shout out Sapo. Shout out to Amanda. He's going to be done shortly. I'm sorry. Shout out to Acacia. Shout out to Jer.
Adama, right?
Yeah, Adama.
Adama.
Panda. We're gonna see you this weekend.
They're going to be performing tonight. Well, not tonight. On the 1st. July 1st. Zombies Bar and Grill. Be there. Be hype. We had Eli, of course. Make some noise.
Appreciate you having me.
Oh, it wasn't enough. Just giving some OG shit. You know, like I said, Cash App donations. Give it to it. Eli, 806-67. Or just catch him on the phone. Text. Tell him who you are first. Don't just call this man's phone and be talking mad shit. I love you, Eli. I love you. Like, he loves you too, but yo, bro. Wow.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah,
you got last words.
I got some last words.
Oh, God. Here we go. Last thoughts.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
I know.
July 1st, everybody pull up the Zombies. It's a great cause. And don't listen to Kane. He's gonna have y'all watching all kind of weird ass movies and shit. But
I can't do it yet, but I'm getting there.
Be blessed, everybody. That's all I can say.
I will teach you the way. Yeah, you know, maybe I do get a little bit too much in the kung fu movies. But hey, it actually works.
You wanted me to watch a Disney movie last time.
I did not want you to watch a Disney movie. It was a Disney
You want me
movie.
to watch Puss in Boots?
Puss in Boots is a DreamWorks movie. That is not Disney. Pixel is this.
Same shit.
See, I know the science of shit. Hold on. Let me do my last thoughts, please. I'm sorry. I do not give him enough credit where credit is due. But I like to thank God. I like to thank my congregation today, Eli and Jordan. We trying to teach you something different, man. Be something different. Have a good time. Enjoy your life. Enjoy this moment. Be mindful of this moment. You know, shout out to the family of the girl that passed away. And thank you very much. You know, Christopher's fight for cancer is important. It's important to me because my kids, you know, they grew up and now they're big 23-year-olds, and I'm very thankful for their life. And I know that if we can help another person go through that, trust me, man, then we're going to see Christopher like 10 years from now bouncing off the walls, being the Hulkster that he is, enjoying life. So make sure you're out at Zombies. Help out. We're going to do all this extra shit. He talking about, I'm teaching you how to go in there and get shot up. This ain't the Matrix. I know it ain't the Matrix. She got you. Oh, my goodness. It's nothing but good times. Then we out there at Zombies Saturday, 12 o'clock. You can get your butt up. You can go party all night. You can go to church. What time?